Hey guys, this is gonna be my first product review, and it's one of the products I'll be using in future videos. So this is my first time ever using this. I have no clue what any of these buttons do or anything. I did try starting it earlier, and it completely failed. I didn't know what I was doing. No. Yes? I think maybe that's to charge it? I don't know what I'm doing. So one thing I did do is learn how to get this thing on. DJI has videos on this, so I was able to quickly look at a 2-minute video and figure out how to set this whole thing up. So first things first, I'm not sure if this is the case all the time, but my batteries weren't charged whatsoever. I actually had to give it a charge. I should have timed it, so I'm not sure how long it took to get it fully charged. But it has an aux port in the back here, which oddly enough, they use an aux port to charge. You can plug that into any USB port. So I plugged it into my computer and let it sit and charge. So you have to go on your phone, download the DJI phone app if you don't already have it, and update the firmware. So the only thing you have to do is turn on the Osmo, load the app, it'll automatically detect the Osmo's near, and just click update. Simple. The Osmo can actually hold any phone size up to date. There's an adjusted knob in the back that you can actually turn and size it to whatever your phone is. Now my phone has a case on it, and this is the case here. I really don't want to take the phone case off every time I want to use the Osmo, so I tried it with the phone case on. It doesn't fit in between the grips as well, but it still stays sturdy, and it didn't fall or get loose at all while I was using it. But I highly recommend that you do take off your phone case just in case. But this is it with the phone case on. It doesn't line up. As you can see, it's like outside the grip, and I'll actually try pulling it out. I'm sure I can, but, or maybe I can't, hold on. Okay. So it's actually pretty firm, and then there's, at least with this phone case, I don't think this is ever gonna come off. There's no way this is coming out. I don't wanna break it either. But, okay, I'm putting some force. I am able to budge it a little bit. As you can see, I'm lifting it up, but it's not coming out. It's not coming out. So I think it's safe to say that using it with at least with my phone here, I'm using an iPhone 6s. So after you've updated the firmware and everything, just power down the Osmo again, and then put your phone in. There's another knob on the arm extension here. Just twist it to loosen it, pull it out a little bit while your phone is in there, to the point where your phone generally stays balanced horizontally. After you've finally secured your phone, you can turn the Osmo on, and it'll detect that the phone's on there and automatically adjust. So now we'll get right into using the Osmo. Again, this is, as a reminder, this is the first time I've ever used it, so I'm actually experimenting with all these buttons. The button closest to the bottom takes pictures. You can click it once to take one picture, or you can hold it down and it'll take multiple pictures. The button on the right side of the Osmo with the red dot is for recording, and that one was, at least to me, was a given. The button heading to the top left is the joystick, and this controls your gimbal. You can move it up, down, left, right, and I found it very easy to control. I wish, and maybe there is a setting, but I wish I was able to move the gimbal faster with this. I noticed that trying to move the gimbal with the joystick is slightly on the slower side. And maybe there are settings to adjust the speed of this, but I haven't really got into it. Next, I want to get into the button that's on the back, or you can consider this the front. Either way, there's a button here, almost like a trigger, and this button allows you to freeze the camera in the direction that you're pointing it. So if you hold the button down, you'll be able to pivot your arm around and move wherever you want to move within the space that you have, and the camera will always face in that direction. Another thing to keep note of is whatever direction that you originally have the gimbal set to. Say you're holding the handle, directly in front of you like this, and then you have the gimbal face this way. So the camera will actually be staying in this general direction. So no matter where you move it left, right, if you start turning it, it'll still face in that direction. So while I was using it, I noticed that the tracking on this is amazing. It's very quick to respond and very, very accurate. So I decided to take it through a couple field tests. One of the tests I did was locking it onto an object that was really far off in the distance. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a moving object, but I did use this building. It stayed firm on the target, never losing it. I accidentally turned the camera far too much, and it lost its tracking. In normal circumstances, you're like, oh, now I have to reset it and find the target again. I actually ended up pointing the camera back, and it automatically relocked itself onto the building. So now I actually wanted to try locking onto a mobile object. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in the room, or at least in my area, that I can actually lock onto for a moving object. So I ended up using my sunglasses case. And why I need sunglasses in London when it's always cloudy, I don't know. I just decided to bring it. I figured, why not? Anyway, so I ended up locking onto the case, then picking up and swinging my hand around. And as I swung it around, the Osmo reacted extremely fast. Very surprised with how fast it was able to track it. I did slow movements at first, and then I moved on to quick movements. It followed every move that I made. And then when I did move out of frame, it tracks the direction it went in and we'll try to find it again. So now let's get into the software that the Osmo uses. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the app here and check out all the settings. One of the settings I can see looks like a film icon. We'll click that. There's different settings. There's standard, slow motion, time lapse, and M time lapse. Not sure what M time lapse does, but we'll test it out now. So this is actually really, really cool. The M time lapse. I'll show you guys here. So with M time lapse, you can actually go in here, select that icon that I was telling you about, click M time lapse. My first point that I wanted to look at is this point, and then I'll move the gimbal over. That'll be my second point. Move the gimbal over again, and this will be my third point. Now you can add multiple points, so I'm gonna just do that for now. Click next. Gives you the option to change the intervals and the duration. I'm gonna do 30 seconds for duration, and I'll switch this to 1 second, and I'll let that run its course now. Let's see, set this up here. It says preparing. I'll set that down here. It's probably not a good idea, and just hope that it doesn't fall like that. All right, so let's try this again. This time I'm holding it, and I'm gonna click start. I just selected a couple new points, and we'll try it again. Okay, so I just clicked start, and as I click start, it moved to my first location that I set it to, and it is slowly panning. But there it goes, it just finished. That's awesome, and we'll take a peek at that now. At least we know it can survive falls by idiots like me. So all the footage and all the pictures that you take actually save within the DJI Go app. You can access it with that button right down there. It looks like a play button. So here's that video I just took with a motion time lapse. So obviously that was just a quick example. I'm sure you can do longer time lapses. Let's see what else we can find on here. You have your camera settings. You can set your video resolution, and I wish I did this before. If your phone does support 4K, it does have 4K videos. So I've just started a setting to calibrate the gimbal. It suggests that you hold down the gimbal on a flat surface and hold it with your hands, and so you don't drop it like I did. But it's currently at 80%. I'm not gonna get into everything within the settings just because it's probably gonna take forever, but there's camera settings, there's your gimbal settings. That's where I click the, where I auto calibrated. I just did it for the heck of it. And, would you look at that? There's the joystick settings. You can actually you can have it move fast, slow, or, you know, in the middle. Right now it was currently in the middle, which is awesome. So now I can actually set the joystick for faster movement, and I'll test that now. So this is on fast, and that for me is a lot nicer. So that was fast. We'll do medium. So this is medium setting, guys. Next, I'll do the slow setting. This is slow. Oh god, it's very slow. But this will provide you those really smooth panning type scenes. This is amazing, actually. So that's awesome. I'm really happy I found that setting. All right guys, so that's my first product review. And I'll get better at these product reviews over time. My next product review is gonna be on the DJI Mavic Pro. And that one, I have not even unboxed it yet. Actually, I'll prove to you I haven't even unboxed it. And trust me, I really wanna unbox this. See, completely sealed. I don't even know how to see. Look at that. I haven't even opened it yet. I know, it's sad. It's like I've been waiting for this forever, and I really want to open it and play around with it. But I wanted to make a video for you guys of unboxing the DJI Mavic and setting everything up, and then playing around, running some field tests again like I did with the Osmo here. So that's gonna be my next product review. If there's anything I can do better, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to try new things. And if you guys have a product that you guys want me to review, I'll try to get my hands on it and do a little review on it. So again, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, follow your passion and stay committed. Until next time. I still don't know how to turn this thing on though. Maybe I'll get my other battery. Hopefully this has juice. Clearly having some issues. So I just changed the device name and my screen went. Oh, my battery died. Good job.